edge of that sword of two edges. So she should be more active. But she lives way out there, right? Mm-hmm. At least, right? Uh, if I were a rich man. La, da, la, da, la, da, la, da, la, 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 la. Okay, so we're using blocks today, and I just chose to have three because we have plenty of people in this room to use three. But you can use one, you can use two. Let's see what happens. So starting by for a few seconds, either sitting on your blocks or cushions. You can use cushions also. You can use wrapped around blankets, towels rolled around your legs, around the hips, under the hips, I should say, or anywhere that supports your body. I'm using two blocks, one on each leg underneath the thigh, so it lifts a little bit in the knees, and the abdomen supports my back. And I can feel my torso slowly extended and feel my back allowing it to exhale as if my tailbone area comes closest to the ground. And so, what it means for my physical body to just be released. And so, again, intently, right? We have so many things that we think about through the day. I think I know that I carry a lot with my physical or within my physical body. I constantly have to be thinking about my shoulders not be tense or shrugged. I need to think about my jaw being relaxed and softened. I need to think about my tongue softening through the entire root of my throat. So I am just not holding tension in any of these parts of my body. I'm allowing my facial expression and eyes and eyebrows and eyelids to be gentle. So my senses can also relax. If I'm sitting in front of a computer, if I'm sitting reading or holding onto something in front of my hands like a steering wheel, I need to feel how that will affect my entire posture and physicality of the body. So can I allow my exhalation to just ground me, to feel that my body is just settled through my tailbone? It doesn't matter your posture, expectations of the posture for your body. And as the body exhales, can I allow the slowly softening of my torso to come gently forward as if my neck and shoulders just release towards the ground? And maybe I can take that block in front of my body and I can rest my forehead just on that block, as tall or as flat as that block needs to be. So my head is rested on the block and my hands slowly come as wide as possible to the right and left. And I feel my hands and fingers just opening wide enough that I can allow the elbows and the shoulders to be open, to be pointed up towards the ceiling, perpendicular towards the hands. And let the exhalation move the elbows behind as if the elbows are just moving the entire shoulder blades towards the back of my body, and my elbows to slowly move forward as if I just shrugging my shoulders and pointing the elbows to the front, and then the exhalation moves and then creates range in the movement of my shoulders. Can I allow my elbows and shoulders to slowly shift back? My head either is supported by the block. Breath in, elbows slowly forward, and then the exhalation slowly. Again, you can place two blocks on top of each other, one block taller than one lengthwise, so you can feel that your head is rested on it if you need to have more than one block to support the position of your head as your shoulders move back. Feel that your shoulders move and your neck, shoulders, and spine realign, and you feel the elbows moving forward and your shoulder muscles one more time moving back so the shoulder blades move towards each other. Engage your upper body one more time, breathing in. And then exhale. Soften your head so your neck is not being carried and your neck is neutral in your last long position. Can you feel the shoulders moving as you inhale and exhaling all the way back and then pressing through your fingers? Raise your back slowly towards the sky. Inhale, inhale, slowly shifting tall in the position, allowing the arms to slowly come behind and feel that your arms open just shoulder height. Breath in, and palms of hands extend away from the ground towards the ceiling, and the fingers pointed to the right and left of the shoulders. Breath in, open your fingers, extend your chest, and when your body is ready, allow the palms of hands to slowly rotate towards each other. So if you're moving the arms towards the front of your chest, holding and retracting the chest muscles, palms of the hands hold deep breath in, And exhale, sitting through your tailbone area and open the arms wide outside your shoulders as the palm hands open, and you can extend your chest. You can engage your pectoral muscles, and then exhale as if your hands slowly come towards each other, squeezing as if you're just moving spring, a very resisting, high resistance spring between your hands, and you press them. And then inhale, expand that spring wide through the palms of the hands away from each other. So the palms of the hands end up facing towards the ceiling, your thumbs towards the back wall. Last time, exhale, squeeze the spring between your hands, activate those muscles of the shoulders, of the chest, and then open broadly, extend and reach as you're inhaling. Thumbs open, extend, resist, open those muscles, shoulder blades, and let your fingers and hands slowly come towards the ground as you breathe out. Allow your legs and knees to be comfortable. Move them if you need to move them, unlock them if you need to be unlocked. And if your block is in front of your body, or you need to put another block on top of that, or one block across so you can feel the stability, let your head slowly roll forward. So I can actually demonstrate by placing one block on top of the other one so it gives more height, or maybe two blocks on top of each other so I bring a lot of height, and I can still allow my head and neck to just rest. And there's neutral pressure on my neck. So the whole idea is that I'm not carrying my head, allowing your body to find and dictate how deep or far your body is able to exhale, and soften your jaw, your bite. One more time, exhale through your abdomen as your breathing slowly comes deep from the gut area. Can we allow the inhalation to open the spine and back and shoulders, and the exhalation to slowly exhale, and then gently open the arms out to the right and left side of your body, wider and off the ground, maybe shoulder height. And the palms of the hands slowly face towards the ground, and your fingers point away from the shoulders, and you breathe in. And when your body exhales, can you find your tummy, the center of your lower back? Inhale to hold through that position, not through the back area, but through the abdominal muscles. So the abdominal muscles are really holding the root of your spine. One more time, breathe in, open your arms. When your arms are ready, exhale them slowly towards the ground, as if your fingers were gently going to touch towards the floor, bending the elbows as much as you need to or not. And you breathe in one more time. Exhale all the way through, and then raise your arms shoulder height as you breathe in off the ground. Exhale through your abdomen strength, and raise your arms a little bit higher above the shoulders as you breathe in, not behind your shoulders, exactly outside. Not twisting, exhaling through your core. One more time, engage those back muscles of the upper body. Engage your shoulder blades as your body exhales all the way towards the ground. Breathe, 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 all the way towards the floor. Breathe out. How's your neck? How's the back? How's the head? Inhale. Allow the body to exhale kindly all the way through, and raise the arms wide and out and up above the shoulders, all the way, shrugging your shoulders towards each other. Exhaling, holding, jaw draws in, forehead is rested. One more time. Inhale, inhale, and then exhale towards the ground. Fine. Again, the same intensity that your body needs to engage to slowly soften. One inhalation lengthens the spine. In your last long exhalation, empty, and then raise your arms far away, because your chest is pushing your shoulders wide and open. Exhale, holding. One more time. Breathing in. One last exhalation through your tummy. Strong. Inhale, broadening your shoulders, and then exhale, release towards the ground with your arms and shoulders touching the floor, rounding your spine, exhaling your torso towards perfect perpendicular position. Allow your legs to undo, stretch them gently forward. I'm going to stay in this position, but you can, move your legs as much wide as you need to, allowing two blocks or two towels or pillows to be placed in an angle. So I'm placing them in the same angle as my hamstring, and then allow them to just be stuck to the ground. So my calves are resting on the blocks themselves, and the back of my knee are comfortably placed in it, and I adjust the distance and angle of that and support the position of my body this way. When I'm sitting and I have comfort of those legs are neutrally flexed, right? I'm not forcing my knees, I'm really allowing those knees to be flexed easily. Then I can allow my third block, or simply without a block, that my hands are slowly opening gently forward, and I can feel my arms carrying that third block above the head, and I hold gently the block, or I hold my hands, or I hold gently a piece of cloth or a ball or anything in between your hands that supports the extension, or simply without, not having to have your hands in perfect position to Maintain your shoulders engaged, your underarms open. Can you feel your core? That you're, by extending the block farther up, your abdomen engages and your lower back engages. One more time, breathe in, neutral through your legs and thighs. Last long, deep breath in. And let the block slowly come gently directly towards the front of your chest, all the way towards your belly button area. Slow motion. Bring the block down. Inhale. Exhale kindly as your abdomen exhales into the abdomen. One more time, open your shoulders, breath in, and then rotate as your body exhales. Feel that your block is carried across the chest towards the right side of your body, and your head slowly turns, and your knees and legs are not turning, it's just the torso, and you hold it. And your body exhales, and maybe your arms extend the block a little bit farther away from the chest so you can feel your elbows and shoulders really just holding. And the exhalation exhales gently through your obliques. One more time, breathe. And jaw draws in, crown head extends. One more time. Find your core muscles, your abdominal cavity. As you exhale, find the strong core area, and then inhale. Exhale back into the rib cage, inhaling back towards the center of your chest. Exhale through, calves in position, raise your arms, inhale towards the sky. Press your fingertips as if you're pushing the block or whatever is the space between your hands towards the sky, and find your shoulders not tensing, your underarms not tensing, pressing up through your ribs, not your feet, not your legs. Not separate your legs from the blocks. Find your body. Inhale one more time, pressing your glutes, sitting on your sitting bones. Can you feel your sitting bones, your tailbone area? One last long inhalation, long spine, and let the elbows bend until the block comes slowly towards the center of your chest, abdomen cavity. Exhale your body into center pose. Inhale towards the left side as your body breathes in. Your block very close to your chest or ribs, and your elbows are wide. Again, it doesn't matter where you're holding in between. Just simply have something that has that tactile sensation, that you're connecting your fingers equally to whatever you're touching, a pillow, a blanket, a towel. When your body's ready, exhale through your oblique muscles so your abdomen really squeezes to the side. Inhale, and then opening the arms just farther away from that left shoulder, and enough that you feel that your body is now not extending completely the arms, especially the right arm, but maintaining a soft bend to the elbow, and the shoulder is really driving forward, and your knees and legs are not moving, your feet are not moving. You're staying tall through your torso, and you're activating those oblique muscles. You feel your body just really hugging through those oblique areas. When your body exhales, make sure that the abdomen comes in towards the lower back. One more time, breathing. And then exhale, exercising. Even by breathing, you're really moving those abdominal cavity muscles. When your body exhales finally all the way through, carry the block back to center. Inhale. Allow your block to slowly extend, this time all the way in front of your body, all the way away from the chest. Jaw draws in, toes, knees perpendicular towards the ground. Your body rounds, pressing the back of your kneecaps towards the blocks until they're sustained, and you're not forcing or twisting the legs, and your jaw draws in and your back lengthens, and you stretch even farther away past your toes, breathing in, and let your body curl even farther as if your thighs are just hosting or embracing the sides of your ribs, and your jaw draws in, the crown extends. One more time, breathe into this position. When your body's exhaling, can you feel your back, your torso, the tension, the extension, that your body simply surrenders into this position all the way out, and then bring the block back in. Observe your body gently coming in with the block towards the center. Exhale, very nice. Allow the block to be placed or whatever's in between your hands towards the side of your body, and letting the blocks to come a little bit more perpendicular, and maybe your calves are resting directly on top of the blocks, and you're now raising your feet enough that they're not touching the ground, that your legs are parallel, that your thighs are perpendicular from ceiling to ground. That means they're going up and down perfectly and not twisted. And your body exhales, and maybe your body is ready to allow your hands together to slowly cross fingers in front of your chest, that your index finger points in front of your body, and let your legs slowly stretch your knees, and find that your heels press out, your toes or tip of the toes press out, or the ball of your toes press out, and your body lengthens slowly. Your index finger towards the skies as you're slowly contracting your quads. And so find strength on your legs. Your legs are not active all the time, maybe, unless you're really exercising them intentionally. Can you find your thighs active? Can you find your jaw? Can you feel the crown of head? Can you find your belly? Is your back rounded? Are you changing your positions? What does it feel for your body to start shifting, regardless of what anything else happens outside or has happened outside of your yoga practice today? Do not think about, do not concentrate, do not try to resolve issues from the external right now. Focus into your body. Can you concentrate on your calves? Can you concentrate on your thighs? Let your body intentionally train the mind and intellect to just be single directed. One long, deep breath in. When the body's ready, exhale and release hands and arms and slowly soften the knees and let the heels come towards the ground and let the, again, blocks come and support the hamstrings in the same way that we did before. We're going to place the hands right next to the glutes, right next to the hips with the fists, the tip of the fingers, so the palms of the hands into the ground. And we're going to slowly move the hips off the ground, off the mat, so the blocks come back to be perpendicular. And when the blocks come to be perpendicular, the legs are extended off the ground and the hips come slowly off the floor. And we can feel the hands rotate, not because I'm forcing my shoulders. My shoulders are broadened. I can feel my chest. I can feel the activation of the muscles of the back of my shoulders, my triceps. I can find strength on my chest. I can feel that my legs extend, and I can actually press with my hamstrings. I can add as much angle or not on the blocks if I need to. Can squeeze my glutes. I can lengthen my waist. Can I find my last long deep breath in? And when the body's ready, I'm going to softly roll my heels to the ground and place my hips to the yoga mat, and then bring my hands slowly forward and allow my arms to come all the way in front of my body as my fingers slowly connect and the index points just in front of my chest, and I dip my chin and head and shoulders and back and lengthen my body, and I feel the inhalation and I feel that the body exhales and broadens. Can I flex the abdomen, the digestive system, all the multiple organs and tissues that we have in the abdomen, the cavity of the abdominal area and the chest area? Can I feel my heart? Can I feel my throat coming in towards deeper into the back of the area of my neck, so I can really stimulate those endocrine glands right there in my throat, my thyroid, parathyroid glands, my thymus gland right on my chest? Can I feel my body really squeezing those, activating my body? When my body is ready and I feel my body and juices of my body active, gently, slowly come back. Inhale, bring your arms, raise the torso, place the hands as I exhale at my own timing and pace in the perfect position so my shoulders are not pinched. And I, one more time, slowly engage and raise and feel that my shoulders roll back, my hips come off the ground, squeezing my glutes, squeezing my thighs, raising my feet off the ground and pointing, flexing my legs, whichever is most comfortable, using the most comfortable position. So my chest is even lifted taller. My glute muscles are really activating my midsection, waist areas. Raise. Shoulders are never raised up. The shoulders are pressed down. The elbows are softly bent. The head is slowly extended through the crown. When my last breath in comes in, allow the heels and then the hips and then the body rests into the ground, finding the perfect angle behind my hamstrings, allowing the exhalation to slowly soften my arms and torso forward as if I were to reach gently for my shins, for my ankles, and maybe my index fingers, and accompanied with the middle finger, allow to then be looping onto the big toes and the elbows bend so your spine rounds, and you can feel now your body slowly moving forward as if my back, my shoulders, my neck slowly move and stretch, feeling the crest of every vertebrae, the flexion of every intervertebral discs, the muscles that support the spine left and right. The shoulders and elbows are moving just to separate the back area from any tension. When my body breathes out, I can feel the gut moving, the abdominal cavity moving, and your head drops one more time. Inhale. When the body is able to exhale, and I flex my thighs into the ribs, and I open the glutes and spine, one last long deep breath. Again, activating, feel that your body actually moves. Invest a moment into this moment and let your body slowly come gently off the position as you walk softly your body back upright. And we're going to allow the legs to slowly undo, placing very gently, one or two blocks slowly behind your hips. So the blocks are going to slowly be resting one behind the other, or one next to each other, or just simply right next to the long edge of the blocks behind. So I have bigger surface right on my lower back area. And if you have a microphone pack, you want to place it somewhere else other than, and let your spine start gently adjusting very close to the blocks, your legs to maintain perpendicularity, and observe that your body stays very close with my hands securing those blocks right next to my lower back. And my hands are going to secure the blocks while my hips remain always on the ground, on the uh, yoga mat, and my elbows and forearms slowly touch the floor. And so, what does it feel like for slow motion? Maybe my elbows are not completely to the floor. Maybe my elbows are slightly lifted off the ground, and I'm just resting the lower back into the blocks. Or maybe my arms or hands come a little bit wider, and my elbows slide a little bit wider, and I can feel my back coming closer to those blocks. Do I need to adjust? Do I need to move? Can I? My hips remain slowly on the ground, and my back and my neck and my shoulder blades slowly come gently towards the floor. So now I am extending by placing my tailbone on the ground. I can feel a natural arch of my spine. Again, if there's any pinching, if there's any numbing of the legs, if there's any acute discomfort, this is not the position for your body. You can do much less. You can just place the hands into the ground and raise your torso, and then stay as close and rested into the block as needed when your body's ready. And if your elbows and shoulder blades come towards the floor, and so your neck is able to relax in this position, can you feel that natural arch of the lower back area, that I'm letting my glutes and my hips descend even deeper towards the floor, so my tummy is able to stretch, and I can feel the connection between the center of my breastbone, right, that big thick chest plate that connects most of my ribs, and that is actually at the end of it is where the abdominal muscles, that 12 infamous 12 pack that we have, is actually connected. And you can feel the insertion of those muscles right there all the way towards the pubic bone. And can I feel my spine and my kidneys even massage into this position? Can my head be light and softened? Can I allow my hands to be light enough so maybe I can bend the elbows and my fingers come towards the sides of the hips, towards the belly, towards the sides of your ribs, towards the chest area, and my head remains firm into the floor, maybe. And my legs remain perpendicular, right? I'm not rolling my toes, I'm not moving my thighs. Maybe my arms come slowly towards the sky, and I can feel my hands stretching up. But again, this is another option, doesn't mean that it has to go that way. And finding my shoulders and my shoulder blades slowly raising towards the sky as I inhale, as if my fingers being pulled up towards the ceiling, and then flatten the belly. And so, what does it feel like to not holding? You're not tightening your glutes, you're not tightening your thighs, you're not tightening your jaw or protecting your neck in any tense position. You're trusting and learning to trust your body. One more time, breath in. When the body's ready, let the shoulders drop. So the shoulders come back behind the chest as if they were just going to touch the floor. The elbows bend and the triceps touch the floor. So now you're expanding your chest, moving the muscles away from the sternum and letting the back of the shoulder blades be as close, if not touching the ground, as possible. And your head relaxes. You're not lifting, you're not twisting your head, you're maintaining your head in a neutral, safe position. When the belly button area slowly empties one more time, can I find my last long deep breath in? Exhale all the way through, and then kindly raising the elbows, raising the hands, raising the forearms, stretching towards the sky. Breathe in, raise, raise, raise. I always have mentioned that your shoulder blades should be down. At this time, I want you to test your shoulders to be lifted, as if somebody were pulling you up directly towards the ceiling through your wrists, through your fingers, through your hands. And so the neck remains long, the back of your head remains on the floor, breathing gently, exhaling as if your belly goes sinking even deeper towards the abdomen. Your belly button area really sinks in. Inhale, inhale. Last time, can you move those abdominal muscles deep, 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 deep into the lower back as you exhale? And then come back, inhaling, elbows bend, Exhale, drop them slowly towards the ground and find your body settling very, very gently from this position without any forcefulness. We're going to bend one knee first, whichever one you prefer. Bring this foot closer to your body. The opposite knee bends right next to it, and you're going to slide your block or blocks or pillow or towel or blanket right under, further down to your glutes. So the blocks are now supporting the hip in the base of the lower back towards the upper hip area. So you're resting now the glutes and the hips and the tailbone area easily and the most comfortable. You move it up, you move it down on your back, whichever is most comfortable until your body is ready to exhale and your feet are just comfortably placed into the ground and your knees are never forced and your arms are ready to slowly come gently up towards the sky. And you're going to cross your right arm over the chest and the left arm comes underneath it towards the right side. So your hands giving yourself a big hug as if your fingers are walking into the shoulders and the fingers are walking into the shoulder blades and your fingers keep walking into the inner edge of your shoulder blades and feel that your jaw is not lifted away from the arms, but is drawn into the arms and your body exhales. Breathe in, holding your hands in position so you feel that your lungs are moving the entire back, the shoulder blades, the back muscles, and the abdomen flattens. One more time. Breathe in. Really expanding those shoulder blades so the back of the shoulders are, or the back of the shoulder blades, the center of that cervical spine, almost initial thoracic spine is really on the floor. Last breath in. And when your body is ready, exhale and slowly soften your hands. Again, 3 deep breaths to massage. Remember which hand was first coming over. Your right hand was the initiated the movement towards the left shoulder. The knees bend and let your knees bend and the feet come off the ground and rest your lower back or hips into those blocks to give you enough support that you're not again struggling with maintaining your balance. That is an easy place that is not pinching, is not forcing anything. And then slowly allow your legs to raise the tip of the toes towards the sky as if you're just becoming perpendicular through your legs towards the ceiling and ground. And can you observe your body one more time to inhale in this position? So what happens in our head? What are we thinking about? What are the expectations? Right? It's an excellent exercise to observe your body and to just being present and not expecting things external to us. And your last long inhalation, can you find your body extending and reaching, bending your knees deep, deep into your abdomen, into your chest as your heels come closest to your glutes and exhale. Again, do not pinch, do not force, do not hurt your body. Exhale slowly the back of your shoulders, the back of your neck. Breathe all the way through one more time. Feel the difference possibly of temperature in your feet, in your legs, in your abdomen because of the amount of blood that is flushing through. When your last long exhalation, empty through your back, through your hips, and then inhale, raise your arms or your legs, I should say, towards the sky, pointing them up. Exhale, abdomen flattens, open your shoulders. So your shoulder blades are flat into the ground, back of the hands into the floor. Breath in. One more time. Exhale, exhale. Bring your body. So your toes and all the blood comes from the feet down into your torso as your knees bend. Exhale, abdomen, thighs into your chest. Inhale. And then exhale, your toes move forward towards the ground as if you're placing your feet one more time onto the floor. Your legs are as wide as needed. Your heels are as firm into the floor as you need to. Bring your left arm up, cross it over towards the right shoulder or shoulder blade, and take your right hand underneath it and reach for your tricep, shoulder blade, and let the elbows be tight towards your chest. So the elbows are not pushing up onto the chin, onto the throat, but deeper down, as if your elbows are pointing towards your belly, so your neck really opens, your hands are really holding the shoulder blades, and when your body exhales, flatten, shorten, diminish the volume of the thorax, and then inhale, holding your shoulders and hands, let the breath struggle to press through your shoulder blades all the way along the spine. And then exhale, deflating, squeezing, narrowing the thorax capacity, and then expanding it when your lung muscles open the entire capacity, pressing against the Shoulder blades, and last long exhalation. Exhale to breathe all the way out. And your final breath, can you really hold your hands so you're creating pressure and driving that your lungs expand those spaces on your neck, on your shoulders. And when your body's ready, exhale and release hands and shoulders and spine. Relax your hands, relax your elbows, soften your neck. Place the palms of the hands to the floor. Contract one knee at a time. Flex your knees slowly into your belly and then raise your legs towards the sky as your body inhales and hold your legs into this position. Is that comfortable for your hips? Is there anything that you need to adjust? That meaning bring your legs down. Is this too much to have your legs all the way up? Can I allow my palms, hands, and elbows and forearms give me stability while the right leg slowly moves forward, straight, away from your body without locking the knee, without bending the knee too much? Simply stretch that right leg as far forward as your body allows it, and while your left leg remains tall. And you feel the abdomen. So as the heel of your right foot aims to touch the floor, and it's okay if it does, and it's okay if it doesn't. Can you extend the abdominal area on the right side from the hip flexor to your thigh all the way towards the tip of the right toes, and then flatten. Exhale and bring your belly button area towards the lower back, and then inhale, bending your right knee as much as you need to, and slowly, slowly, slowly raise your right leg. Exhale where your legs are together, toes are pointed. One more time. Breathe, breathe in, and then left side exhales. Feel that your left leg moves, and your left thigh, and your knee, and your ankle, and your toes move away while your right toes remain tall and towards the head, and your jaw draws in. And the heel, the hamstring, the toes are really pointing away from that hip flexor, not because you're forcing the body, it's because you're really trying to extend those muscles in the abdomen on the left. Can you strengthen those abdomen muscles? Can you find your right leg as tall as needed so you're really holding that tension and extension at the same time? Really give time for your nervous system to find, again, that perfect muscle tension, the perfect muscle endurance. When your body exhales, raise your left leg kindly towards the sky. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. Again, to the degree of your extension and contraction. Inhale one more time. Right leg is going to move fully forward, all the way, stretch away from your body while your left leg walks in the opposite direction towards the head, and your heel almost touches the ground. Squeeze the glute, open the hamstring, or actually I should say open the hip flexor, which is opposite to your glute and lower back, and your jaw is drawn in so you're not pushing the back of your head. One more time. Exhale through, raise the right leg as you're inhaling towards the sky. And slowly exhale the left leg forward in front of your body, breathing out, stretch. Move your legs as far away from each other as possible, holding 2 more breaths. Exhale, exhale. One last long exhale. Can you really feel that your legs are as far away from each other as your body exhales? Flatten the belly and then raise. Inhale the left leg towards the sky. Only the right leg is going to move slowly forward in front of your body all the way. One more time. Exhale, exhale, and raise it up when you're inhaling. Raise it towards the ceiling. Using the abdomen. Exhale the left. Feel that your left leg by itself. If you want to add intensity, your arms come above the head, above the shoulders. Inhale, raise, raise, raise your left leg up. Exhale your right leg. 2 more times. Right leg slowly all the way as far as your body allows it. Raise it with intention towards the sky so your abdomen is used. Exhale your left. Feel that your left leg moves and your thigh moves away from your hip flexor. One inhalation. Last time through your right leg, you're going to intentionally. So think about the movement. Think and feel your muscles of the abdomen, strengthening them as you stretch and contract them, and raise your right leg as long as you're breathing in. Let your left leg slowly move wide and far for the final long movement towards the ground, and raise your left leg towards the sky. Breathe in. Allow your body to bend your knees, dropping your feet slowly towards the ground, maybe toes first, then the heels of your feet. Your legs are as wide as your shoulders or hips. And when your body is ready, let the heels of your feet slowly stay on the ground. Your hands are going to inhale towards the blocks right under the glutes, as if you're just about to find those blocks. And you're going to exhale kindly, and you're going to raise your hips slowly off the ground, off the blocks, maintaining your feet on the floor. And your blocks are just held right there. And if you want to, allowing the heels to stay on the ground, the toes never lifted, squeeze the glutes, you're going to rotate the blocks so the blocks become a little bit taller. And now the blocks are on their edge, and you're still with your hips much higher, your lower back much higher from the ground. And the block is holding your hips a little bit taller, and you rest your lower back and hips into it. And your exhalation empties, and your tummy supports, and your heels walk wider if needed and farther away from the hips or lower back as much as your body needs to. So your abdomen flattens, your arms stay on the ground, on the hips, on the thighs, on the belly, on the rib cage. Or if you want to add intensity, your arms may come up towards the sky and move over the shoulders as if your fingernails are slowly touching the floor and your neck is not doing anything. Your neck is neutral. You're pressing, if you're choosing to have your arms over your head on the ground above the shoulders, then you're softly resting on the shoulder blades or on the back of your deltoids, your forearms. Your elbows do not need to be locked. They can actually bend as much as needed. Allow your body to exhale and point the toes when your abdomen flattens. And you can feel that you're really moving those tissues in the belly area. Let your last long exhalation empty through your abdomen. So you're dropping the belly. Then walk your knees in slowly so your feet walk closer with your knees bent. Your hands give you support, and then slowly bend your knees and feet off the ground. So you're retracting your feet off the floor and you're still holding balance. And see if those blocks in that edge are a little bit taller than before and give you a little bit of more of a wobbly sensation, but then activates the muscles of the abdominal cavity. And maybe your legs raise up towards the sky and you are able to stretch them towards the ceiling. And maybe the body's ready to exhale into the position, and your right leg slowly stays steady and the left leg moves directly towards the left side of your body. Your hands again give you stability, and your left leg just moves outside the body towards the left. And you breathe in and you hold while your right leg is actively stretching towards the sky. The left leg slowly moves towards the left side of your abdomen, towards the left side of your hip, and your elbows give you balance, the palms of hands. You're not pushing through your neck, you're not tightening through your lips, you're not frowning. Breathing in, find your core, let the inner thigh, as if your kneecap or toes or toenails look towards the ground, and raise your left leg as you inhale towards the sky. Breathe in next to your right one. You'll notice difference probably of temperature of your body, and let your right leg slowly move towards the right side of your body. And if I were not that close to the wall, my leg would be moving a lot deeper. Like you can also flex your knee and let your inner thigh drive the movement, right? That your right inner thigh points out, that your left leg stays tall, that you're aligning your torso, that your shoulders are balanced, that your belly's balanced, that your inner thigh opens broad, that your spine is taken care of. One more time, feel that your right kneecap, the right shin, the toes are facing towards the ground. Extend that leg. Make it look slowly to find those spots into your inner thighs and the oblique muscles when your last long extension. Strengthen those core muscles and then raise slowly your right leg towards the sky. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. Exhale all the way through. Move your legs forward in front of your body just a few degrees, 20, 30, 45 degrees forward, and let your legs extend just out. Enough so the moment that you feel that your lower back is engaged, you've gone too far. If your abdomen is only the one driving your legs slowly forward, maintain it in your abdomen. Then your abdomen is right there. If you want to touch right below your ribs, that's where your abdomen starts, right on the edge of your lower ribs, all the way towards your pubic area, and feel how those muscles start strengthening by just simply angling your legs forward. And if you want to add intensity, you know to bring your arms above the shoulders, above the head, and let your spine not be doing the work. Your lower back is not doing the work. Last 2 breaths. Engage your gut, engage your belly, let your last long exhalation, and then slowly raise your legs towards the sky. Bend your knees in as you exhale, exhale. Place your feet into the ground, slowly soft and very nice. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. When your body's ready, you're going to slowly, slowly bring your hands towards those blocks. You're going to press onto the heels of your feet, not the tip of the toes, and you're going to squeeze your glutes off those blocks and slide your back completely flat into the floor. And see what happens when you rest your back deeply into the ground, and your abdomen and your shoulders and the entire spine feels the difference into this position. Allow your neck not to be tense. Find one block, only one block, to be brought slowly behind the head, and raise your head softly to slide the block right across from ear to ear in the back of your head. And then once it is in a perfect position where your head feels slightly lifted, then rest your entire head. Move it into a space that is close enough to your neck without pinching it, to the base of your head, so it's supported, and your back is gently releasing through your shoulders. When and if your body's ready, without holding your head, without pushing through your neck muscles, we're going to extend legs all the way in front of your body, and we're going to point the toes first so we can activate the shins, the top of your feet, your thighs, your knees. And we're going to slowly place the hands into the ground, either holding the edges of your yoga mat as if you're just trying to slide it from underneath you, or placing the palms of hands directly to the floor, and then slowly raise your legs slowly from the ground all the way towards the sky. Breathing all the way towards the ceiling, and holding your legs very, very tall. Breathe in. The palms of hands give you stability, the forearms, the elbows, not the neck. When your body's ready, bring your legs slowly towards the left side of your body, slowly rotating your legs as if you're just pointing the toes to the person on your left and closest to your head rather than away from your head. So find your body rotating, holding. Shoulder blades, are they staying steady to the ground? Is your neck neutral? One more time, exhale through this position. Abdomen, can you find, give yourself enough time for all the muscles that are in your core to hold your legs into this pose. Last long deep breath. Empty your gut. Breathe out, and then raise your legs slowly towards the center, and then move directly towards the opposite direction. Allow your body to let your legs move towards the right. So in the moment your left shoulder wants to lift, or your hips are over rotating and you have your back doing the work, then that's the moment we stop. And the shoulder blades are broad, the elbows are on the ground, the forearms are on the ground, and the toes do not move away from the head, but towards the head area and to the right side of your body. So engage your obliques. Trust that you're feeling it on your abdomen as you're twisting, right? We started the class by warming it softly. Now is maybe time to really activate those deep muscles of your twist. Shoulder blades, neck is light, jaw is softened, neutral position of your neck. Find your last two breaths. Empty. Inhale. Exhale. Again, you can add or subtract intensity as you're inhaling. Raise your legs back to center, breathing in, and move all the way towards the left side as your body exhales. Not all the way, but maybe all the way to 45 degrees, and your body exhales, moving out to your left, and then come back, inhaling, using your arms, not the neck, not the shoulder blades. They are resting neutrally on the floor as your body exhales. Move your legs towards the right side. One more time, single movement. Exhale, breathing out, twist, and use the same muscles as if your thighs and knees come towards the chest and head, raising your legs and out towards the left side of your body. Move slowly through the core of your body and raise your legs. How many times do we ignore or don't pay attention how the body moves, or is able or capable of moving to the right one last time, and then engaging those muscles that are really important, especially when you get to be my age. You're going to start realizing the importance of twisting and the ability to find and control your balance and movement of your torso. Last breath in, all the way towards the sky. Inhale, neutral position of head. Exhale, bring your legs all the way forward in front of your body and towards the ground, just straight out. Exhale. Never locking your knees, as you know, and let your heels almost touch the floor. Maybe touch the floor and bounce off the ground up. Inhale, raising your legs towards the sky. And one more time, exhale, legs forward in front of your body. Forearms, hands, adjust, hold the edges of your yoga mat as you already know, whichever is most comfortable, and raise your legs. Inhale, using, again, strictly identifying your abdominal muscles. Find that your body exhales. Empty out through your gut. Empty through, and as your body inhales, raise your legs all the way up. Beautiful. Bend the knees. Exhale. Exhale your feet towards the ground. Soften your toes. Soften your heels. Let your body slowly exhale. Very, very nice. Inhale. And when your body is ready, allow the block to slowly slide out of your head gently away with both hands. Let your head relax. Breathing in, exhale all the way out. Take the block completely from behind the head and place it slowly right underneath your chest. So you're going to place it through the space underneath one underarm. Your feet are going to place to the ground. Your neck is not going to do anything. You're not pushing with your head. You're simply going to slide it. So by raising your hips, you're going to slide the block very much right there underneath the shoulder blades as much as possible, rolling over one shoulder blade until that block enters and slides in a very nice, comfortable space right underneath the shoulder blades. Not tensing, not pinching, not forcing, and your shoulder blades are going to be just on the edge of the block, and your hips are going to descend towards the ground. So now you're opening one more time the center of your back. The arms are really important here. The neck and the head is rested on the ground, and your chest is the highest part of your body off the ground, while your hips are on the floor, your feet are wide enough, and the soles of your feet are on the floor. Can you find, again, the chest opening and stretching? This time, connecting your arms and elbows and shoulders into the movement. Can you let your belly button area stay steady, supportive, while your arms only raise off the ground towards the sky? And then move them past the shoulders over your head 45 degrees, not all the way, unless your body really is able to touch your thumbs towards the ground above the shoulder area. Inhale. As your body exhales, raise your arms towards the sky. Breathe, breathe, breathe in. Palms and hands are facing each other. And let your pinkies slowly move towards the ground as you exhale. Again, shoulder blades, chest area. One more time. Raise your arms. Inhale, inhale towards the sky. And then thumbs move towards the direction of the floor. It doesn't mean touching above the head, above the shoulders, and palms and hands facing. One more time. Move. What does it feel like to move the torso, to use the block right there underneath the shoulder blades to find your pinky? Slowly move towards the ground. And in your last time, move those shoulders. Really engage the upper body. Move your arms as far above the shoulders and head as needed. So your abdomen stretches, and then raising it slowly towards the sky, because your abdomen is engaged in this position when your elbows and hands are slowly coming towards the ground. Allow your body to completely roll on one side, softly raising your hips and rolling onto one side so the block slides from under your shoulder blades. And now, as difficult as that may be, slowly slide it from under. Take that same block in your hand, your block still there, and you're going to roll your body slowly towards the ground. So you're going to now face the floor, and the block still in one of your hands. So you're letting your chin, your forehead slowly be on the ground. And again, this may feel very uncomfortable for some of us. For some of us, we may need two blocks to give a little bit more stability, or one block is enough. And slide the block as you flex your toes, press through your knees, and raise your hips. You're going to slide the block right under your belly, right between the belly button area and your pubic bone. Does that even feel comfortable for you? Do you need two blocks to place that right underneath the belly button area, right exactly above the pubic bone? The pubic bone is that protuberance that is connecting the right and the left hip. And your body exhales, and your glutes soften, and your chest sinks. And you're going to place one cheekbone, whichever one you prefer, onto the ground, and one ear closest to the floor. Doesn't mean touching for many of us. For some of us, it's really easy to turn the head. The elbows release, the shoulders move towards the ground as if you're just separating your shoulder blades. And then open the back area, open the heels, let your pelvic area release. Let your hips roll gently away from each other towards the ground, away from the tailbone. And one more time, just simply breathe air. And exhale all the way through.
One more time. Feel your body. Inhaling, inhaling. And so, what does it feel to find a full length of breath? And then the exhalation softens from the neck all the way into the base. One more time from the tailbone. Travel along with your breath on the spine. And then exhale. Shoulder blades separate so the tip of the shoulders touch the floor. And then kindly turn your head exactly in the opposite direction, as if the opposite cheekbone were to touch the floor. And your head is slowly rolling onto the ear, onto the cheekbone, onto the side of your temporal area. And you adjust and you move. Never feel that the position is pinching or forcing or having a discomfort in your body. And when your body's ready, allow the exhalation to release, to slowly soften the arms, especially the shoulder blades, the entire rib cage that you have activated. Inhale and then breathe oxygenation to every part from the tailbone area to the shoulders, and exhale from the abdomen to the chest. One more time. Inhale and exhale kindly. Last time, can you really feel that the breath is doing something along the spine? And the body exhales very, very softly. Very, very good. Allow your head to slowly, when you're ready, to return back to center. That means your chin, your nose, your forehead is on the ground. Your toes are going to flex under your feet, and your knees are going to slowly press to the ground. If that's enough, stay right here. If your arms and hands are able to slowly open the palms of the hands towards the direction of the floor, right next to your legs, along the legs, on the sides of the hips, never locking the elbows, bend them as much as you need to, tip of the shoulders, the front portion of the shoulders onto the floor. And when your body's ready, allow your knees to slowly raise if you can, and the heels to press away from your body. Use the block as a support so your body's able to slowly hold the hips high, thighs high off the ground, knees high off the floor, while the toes are tucked onto the yoga mat and you're pressing away through your heels. And your head is slowly placing the forehead on the ground, so you're extending the spine. The crease or the crease of the elbows, the forearms, the palms of the hands are on the floor, and exhale, lengthening. Squeeze the glutes lightly so your heels press away. Imagine that you're lengthening the body. Well, your chest and rib cage is on the floor. One more time. Breathe in when your body is ready. Exhale, exhale. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze them to hold the hips, and then slowly raise your shoulders and head a little bit off the ground. Stay with your chest into the floor, and then slowly, do not look up. Simply raise it and allow your back muscles, as if the crown of the head extends the head farther away from the shoulders. And your shoulders are coming off the ground, so you're hugging a little bit with your shoulder blades towards the spine. And your knees stay on the floor, your heels press back, your glute muscles active, your core muscle active. One more time, breathe. Again, chest is pressed while your head is moving farthest away. Can you find the root of your glutes? Can you find the root of your lower back? Let your last breath in and exhale and release your head and knees and thighs and relax your toes and bring your arms around and place them slowly under your forehead with hand over hand in crocodile position while your hips remain a little bit higher. The heels roll, the glute muscles relax, and your spine softens. Very nice. Inhale very, very gently. Exhale all the way through. Last one breath using your blocks, using the position of the arch of the spine when your body's ready. We're going to exhale to soften the hands, the arms, the neck, the upper body, and you're going to roll on one side. So press one knee, so you roll into the opposite side, and you're easily coming off that block. So the block slides from underneath you, and you place it slowly outside the body, and your abdomen and chest return back towards the yoga mat while your head is long and your toes and heels are elongated. The elbows are slowly placed against the floor. The hands separate about elbow distance from each other, and your glute muscles and toes are activating slowly. So, all the way through your legs. And the tip of the fingers are just in an easy position. Your elbows are in a 90-degree form to bicep, and your fingers are pressing to the ground, and your hands are about, again, elbow distance from each other. That means right aligned with your elbows. When your fingers squeeze to the ground, you're going to slowly start raising your head, and slowly start raising your chest, and slowly start raising your forearms, and slowly start raising the elbows, and maybe your hands start walking one little inch at a time towards the body, and your torso raises your chest, and your abdomen is slowly raising the belly button area of the floor. Your glute muscles are squeezed, and your toenails extend, and your back lengthens, and your head moves chin towards the chest, towards the throat, as you're looking slowly towards the ground, and you breathe in, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, exhale. Look over the right shoulder as your chin touches the shoulder or towards the clavicle, and then slowly down as if you're just massaging your chin against the chest, and then move out towards the left side of your body, touching your chin towards the shoulder, and you breathe in, squeezing the glutes. Exhale towards the center one more time. Right side as you breathe in. Can you find what is the movement of the entire spine from the root of your neck, right? From the very atlas, first vertebrae, all the way towards the base of your spine as you move. Feel it, observe it. What happens when you rotate and look out? And then exhale back to center. Very gently inhale in the center. Observe the abdomen slowly exhaling as the elbows soften and your chest come towards the ground and your head slowly comes to the floor and your body slowly relaxes into the floor. And your chin rests, forehead rests. Soften your hands and arms. Breathe, breathe in. Exhale all the way through. I find very, very gently my right leg bending. So I'm going to bend my right leg through my knee, and my left hand is going to travel along the side of my hip, and my right foot is going to drop over the left hamstring. So I'm just simply letting my bent leg reach out across. My left arm slowly moves towards that foot. My right hand presses into the ground so I can raise my chest, and I have an easy connection between that left hand and that right foot without forcing the knee, without forcing the joints. And when my body's ready, I allow the body to roll back into the ground one more time. So now my left hand is holding the right foot. My body's flat into the floor. My right hand extends in front of my body, and my forehead slowly touches the yoga mat. One more time. Left hand to the right foot, knee bent, thigh on the ground, right hand extends, left leg extend in opposite directions, and my body stays. This is as far as my body goes, and that's as far as my body will need to go today. Stay right here. If my body's ready, my right thigh raises off the ground, and my right foot comes over my left leg to touch the floor so I can rotate my hip completely off the ground. And I'm twisting while my right hand gives me the counter movement. So my right thigh raises, my right foot touches across my left leg on the left side of my yoga mat, but my right hand and arm and chest pull my torso towards the right side. Breathing in and exhale all the way through. Can I feel the abdominal muscle, the twist that comes from the waist, from the torso? Breathing in, exhale all the way through. Last two times. What does it feel like to raise that right knee a little bit higher and feel your abdomen and entire pelvic area? Last long deep breath in. Move the right hand even deeper towards the ground as I inhale, softening, and exhale, release all the way down towards that belly, all the way relaxing that leg, all the way relaxing the right arm, left arm, breathing in, allowing my body to come slowly into crocodile pose, palms of hands under my forehead, finding my balance, softening my hips, my glutes, my thighs, my heels, my feet. When and if my body's ready, with my forehead in the back of my hands. And I'm going to dig deeper into the ground with my pubic bone. You know now what that protuberance that feels very much
connected to the hips. Let slowly your shoulders and the elbows to slowly raise off the ground and your head to rest on the back of the hands and simply rest, raise your chest, raise your forehead, float through the front of your body. If you want, you maintain your toenails on the ground, or you can raise your legs off the ground. The closer your legs towards each other, the closer the heels, the more intense the position. Find your extension, squeeze the glutes, and find your core. Stretch your knees. Less is height, more is length. Breathing in. Exhale all the way through your elbows, supporting gently the head, the weight of your head. One last long deep breath in. Engage your body. And then exhale and release towards the floor. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. And so, what are the muscles that are engaged and how can you release them? Can I allow my hands and arms to then move around? Maybe this time the left arm stays outside the shoulder while my left knee bends. So my left arm slightly to the left of the shoulder or in front of the shoulder while my left leg is contracting. And then I am going to drop that left leg all the way across my hamstring until my right hand finds it. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But the foot is there, the hand is there. So roll. If you need to press with your left hand so your body rolls and your leg rotates, then allow that movement. So your head is always relaxed and you can reach slowly, easily with that hand towards your foot. Otherwise, stay right here. If my body's ready, I return my chest and abdomen towards the ground and I feel my body just extending and my slow motion supports the position. Maybe for some of us, the left knee and thigh lift off the ground and I move my toes across my leg until they touch the ground and my left arm does the counter movement. So my right cheekbone, the right side of my head, the right ear, my forehead, my nose, my chin, whichever is most comfortable, moves the left arm gently farther away from the left foot. And the left toes touch the floor and open through your inner thigh. You can add intensity without having to pinch or force anything. Just observe what happens. What is the movement? Is there any part of my body that is just resisting? Can I breathe into it? Can I soften parts of my body that maybe are giving me just a little bit of resistance into the movement? And so, what is this resistance all about? And most importantly, how do I act when there's, again, that challenge in my body, if I find any, or if this is too easy, how do I react to that? What is my intentional action towards it? Let your last 2 breaths. As the body exhales, feel your body moving through that left arm. One final inhalation. And let your body exhale and release gently your hand from your left foot. Your body returns to crocodile pose if that's appropriate for your body right now. And we exhale into this pose. Beautiful. Deep, deep breath. Can I find my body to exhale kindly into this position deeply through my hips, through my lower back? When and if my body is ready, can I open my legs wide apart? And I'm not overtly extended, just simply wide as it's comfortable for my body. So my toes separate, maybe wider than my shoulders or hips or even yoga mat. And I am going to exhale so I can feel my shoulders not in tension, like my back not in tension, but just softly engaged. And then slowly with my inhalation, my elbows are going to travel in to raise my head and chest off the ground, and my forearms come slowly towards the space right under my head area, the elbows right under my shoulders, not wider than my shoulders, unless I really need that space. And the palms of hands facing each other, interlaced through the fingers, or placing palms of hands directly towards the floor, whichever is most comfortable, and finding the glutes. The glute muscles are really engaging in this position that your spine is long, your jaw is slowly drawn in so you can feel the neck extended. Maybe your fingers are able to touch the floor and you can feel the pressure through the fingertips and root of the hands while your elbows and forearms come slowly off the ground and your shoulders slowly raise your entire torso by dropping the shoulders down, your chest and shoulders. Move the entire breastbone area, rib cage away from the hips, and your toenails extend, your head extends, your crown of head extends, squeezing the glutes, raising your belly button area deeper off the floor. One more time, breathe. Exhale. Can you feel your body? Are your hands needing to be farther away from your chest for ease in the position? Are your hands need to be closer to your body for accentuation of the tension? Can I drop my chin slowly towards my chest as if I look slowly towards my belly button area? Not because I'm forcing my neck, I'm just simply moving. As the body exhales, can I raise my chin towards the sky and then feel my chin lengthening my belly, lengthening the front of my body, looking towards the eyebrows. Last long inhalation and then dropping my chin one final time towards my chest. Look, range of movement of head and cervical spine, shoulders down, raise final breath in head, and then chin towards the sky. Look above the eyebrows as I breathe in and then drop slowly towards the ground. Exhale, elbows, spine, feel every vertebrae moving gently towards the floor. Can I find my hands in crocodile position while my legs return into an easy, comfortable place and allow my forehead to come slowly towards the back of the hands? Breath in, body exhales. We're going to prepare the body to rotate towards the back. So we're going to exhale and never rushing at your own time. Prepare one arm to open to the side and then roll over the opposite arm. So your body is now rolling directly into the lower back area. You adjust yourselves back into the center of your yoga mat while your back is on the floor, your neck is on the floor, your legs are extended, your legs are bent, whichever is most comfortable for your body, and your spine and shoulders are long and flat into the floor. When the body and if the body is ready, we're going to bend the left knee so the left foot is on the ground. We're going to raise the right leg directly towards the sky so your right leg comes perpendicular towards your hips. You're going to hold it through your hands onto the thigh, on the right thigh, the right hamstring, the right calf, the right ankle, the right tip of the big toe, whichever is comfortable for your body without raising shoulders and breathing in. And you extend and open and find that your head, especially the back of your neck, right? We've contracted and extended the spine in so many different ways that you want to make sure that it's anchored, that you're allowing through the stretch for all the vertebrae to realign, especially on the right side, that there's no twist, there's no rotation, there is no forcefulness, that your leg is just finding the perfect extension, that your fascia and muscles on the back of your body are lengthening all the way from the root, the connection between the heel through your calves, to your hamstrings, to your glute, towards the lower back. And you breathe in one more time, finding that your leg exhales and comes a little bit deeper towards your head. Let your last two breaths. Jaw draws in, shoulder blades are into the floor rather than lifted. One last time, be very attentive. And then exhale and soften. Soften your right knee, soften your right foot, place your right foot to the ground. Move your opposite leg very gently. Your left knee contracts. And inhaling, your left leg extends, holding it through the root of the leg, towards the calf, or all the way towards the foot area. It doesn't matter. Find that your body is able to bend the elbows so your shoulders are not lifted off the ground, because that only will tense your neck. And so, what does it feel like to stretch from the heel of your foot, from the toes area, the entire fascia, the connective tissue that connects the soles of your foot and all the areas around the heel, ankle, back of your calf, hamstring, glute area, lower back, shoulders, all the way towards the root of your neck. And can you find your body stretching this area? Deep breath. Exhale. Again, balance that left side. Feel that your body is not doing one side more than the other. You're not forcing positions. Let your last full breath in. And when your body's ready, exhale that left leg, your knee, your hands travel very gently that left leg towards the ground. Beautiful. Deep breath. Exhale all the way out. Can I find a breath that settles first my neck, my shoulders, my spine, and then retract? Bring my heels, my legs to contract. Both legs raise towards the sky just to finalize the movement of my body. So now both sides are held by my hands through the hamstrings, through the glutes, through the calves, through the big toes. So shoulders are lifted and your jaw draws in and the neck lengthens. And you find your feet and legs aligned, your inner thighs aligned, and your body exhales through your belly. One more time. Open the shoulder blades. Can you guide your breath? Do you need to lock your knees, or do you know that you cannot or do not have to force the body or lock any joints? Can you let your body guide you naturally as it just reaches positions? And let your breath come in as a massage from inside out. Feel that your inhalation moves and opens and massage deep tissues through your body. In your last long deep breath in, let your body exhale and see if your knees and feet and hands and elbows and shoulders slowly release your feet towards the ground, and your body slowly exhales. Feet to the floor. Inner thighs are going to separate from each other. So the soles of your feet look towards each other, and the heels in particular press each other while the pinky toes are pressing, and your legs open wide, and your abdomen slowly drops through the belly towards the floor. And your lower back is not arched, but your legs are simply widening. And your hands are slowly resting on your hips, on your thighs, on your ribs. Maybe the palms of hands are facing up towards the ceiling while the arms rest on the sides of your torso. And we stay for just a few breaths. Can I let all the angles and all the tissues that I move, all the joints that I've connected to be opened? That my spine, and it's not only bones and muscles and cartilage and the discs, and it's not just connective tissue on the fascia, but it's fluids, right? There is liquid in our spine. Do we drink enough fluids and liquid to maintain that clean fluidity of that perfect viscosity of that fluid? Can I feel that the nerves have enough room for breathing and they bundle up, they go in groups out in between the vertebrae from the long group or long cord of nerves through the center of the vertebrae column. Each vertebrae has a little hole through which that cord of nerves runs through. All of that bathed and lubricated by that very nice, viscous, clear liquid on your spine. And when the body is ready to exhale, and I feel my belly and my chest just resting, I find the inhalation. My eyes and my facial expression, and my lips, my tongue, and my own sense of spirituality. The body as an instrument. Can I let soft, surrendering exhalation? Can I bring my knees to slowly come back upright? Can I bring my legs to extend, to rest my body if as if I were to
pull you from the heels of your feet. So your heels of the feet move away from the lower back. The shoulder blades flatten. The back of the neck settles. The back of the head rests. And mentally, I'm going to observe my belly. As I inhale, my belly rises up very gently, not forcefully. And as the exhalation happens, it sinks down, bringing the chest along with it. And one more time, using the belly button to expand and open. And then exhale, crushing that into your rib cage. Slow down your breath and feel the same rhythmic movement. And then exhale to release, to soften. And find for a few seconds a moment of stillness. When your body is rested, and there's a different sense, something more deeply connected. Again, let your own breath guide you to reactivate muscles, feet, toes, hands, legs. Maybe bending one leg, maybe bending the opposite leg, maybe stretching your body as if you're just waking up to activate length into every part of your body, stretching through the lower back as much as the shoulders, neck area, abdomen, and exhale. One more time. You want to maybe add a full, maybe a little bit of a twist or extension, lengthening the entire torso and arms. And exhale, bringing your knees in as you're inhaling, crossing your feet over your ankles. Allow your hands to come behind the knees and hamstrings and press against those fingers so your body rolls very gently into sitting position, keeping your head low. There's a lot of blood that we have actually deposited, or fluids that we've deposited into the head area. Allow your body, again, talking about your CSF fluids, you want to make them just also travel and clear naturally to really be able to move through every tissue, that your subtle energy also becomes gentle. And then as you find your seat, as you find your core muscles to hold your torso up, your shoulders open, your heart widely open, that the arms, as a symbol of the entire energy of your body, opens wide. And it doesn't have to stay with your body, it doesn't have to stay with this room. You can extend and project and think about the entire energy of your body, the intention of the movement of your body. And let the palms of the hands touch until the elbows bend and your thumbs come towards the heart center. And the inhalation brings the crown of head to attention, and the exhalation brings attention to the tailbone. And right in that middle chakra, the heart chakra, that center, that filter of the lower versus the higher body, we find feelings, emotions, vibrations, ideas of harmony, of a sense of maybe peacefulness, truth, and always
reminding us the only thing to ask for is to reconnect to that source of selfless, divine